Hello, K-Mary Tribe. This week's lesson of the week is about getting out of the rut. How many of you have ever been in a rut? Yeah, most of us have. And many of those that didn't raise their hands probably aren't sure what being in a rut even means. Just in case, being in a rut means that when we fall into the habits of doing things again and again without even thinking about it, things that really don't make us any better and definitely don't move us any closer to our goals. In fact, in many cases, they could be hurting us. For kids, it may be watching YouTube or playing video games. For adults, maybe Netflix, Facebook, or even the news. But today's lesson isn't about being in a rut. That wouldn't be useful. It's about getting out of your rut. So for the purposes of this lesson, let's talk about where the expression of being in a rut comes from in the first place. I want you to imagine a farmer. And that farmer is out plowing his fields. And every day that he's out plowing his fields, he is digging a deeper rut, right? The weight of the tractor going into maybe some moist fields, and he's digging a deeper rut and deeper rut. Eventually, the farmer will have dug such a deep rut that he can take his arms off of the steering wheel. He can just sit back, and the tractor will just take him the same way that he always goes. What if the farmer decides to go somewhere else? Well, if he decides to do it quickly, depending on how, sunk in those wheels are into the rut, right? He won't be able to do it. May even, if he tries too hard to do it too abruptly and too quickly, he may even flip the tractor, right? But here's the crux of the lesson. If the same farmer just turns that steering wheel just slightly, just enough to make a small, 1 degree turn, just a little bit, he'll move that rut a little bit. And he does that every day. He moves it a little more. He does a little more. And eventually he will have created an entirely new path that will take him in an entirely new direction, significantly far away from where he used to go before, even far away from the farmhouse. It'll take him as far away as it is that he wants to go. So it's like this for changing our habits to get out of our ruts too. It's the same in developing new, better habits to replace them. You don't have to do it overnight. That would be difficult. But by making small changes every day, like the ones we give you to do for your character stripes, you can eventually replace old ruts with new, healthy, and prosperous habits of success. So your homework this week is to answer these 2 questions. 1, what rut are you in? And 2, what small change can you make towards replacing that old habit with a better new one? Make sure you actually do this homework and that you bring it back, because I guarantee your sensei are going to ask you from the floor. Give yourself 2 claps. All right. Sensei, take back charge of your class.